Imagine a rugby team shaking things up like never before, benching their superstars and handing the captain's armband to a rookie for a crucial international clash. Does that sound like a recipe for disaster or a bold strategy? That's exactly what's unfolding with the Australian Wallabies as they gear up for their end-of-season tour opener against Japan's Brave Blossoms under coach Eddie Jones. But here's where it gets controversial, resting a slew of seasoned players and reshaping the lineup so drastically. Is this innovative coaching or gambling with high stakes? Let's dive in and unpack the details, explaining the rugby terms along the way to make it accessible even if you're new to the sport. Wallabies head coach Joe Schmidt has made sweeping changes to his starting lineup for Saturday's test match, giving a well-deserved rest to many of the team's long-serving veterans. From the squad that faced New Zealand in the Rugby Championship's final game, he's only retained the two halfbacks, Tane Edund, who plays at fly half, the position responsible for kicking and directing plays from behind the scrum, and Jake Gordon, the scrum half who feeds the ball into the scrum and handles quick throws. The rest of the team? A near-total overhaul, with just two players from that previous starting 15 making the cut. And this is the part most people miss. The captaincy has been entrusted to a relative newcomer. Flanker Nick Champion de Crespigny, who hails from Tasmania and is in just his third test, steps into the leadership role for this match. For beginners, a flanker is a forward position player who tackles, rucks, and supports the breakdown of play. Think of them as the engine room's all-action heroes. Regular skipper Harry Wilson, a stalwart in the back row, has been shifted to the bench, where he'll be ready if needed. In his place, Rob Valiani comes in at number 8, the powerful position at the back of the scrum that drives forward momentum, alongside Carlo Tizzano filling in at open-side flanker for the rested Fraser McGrate. The backline sees some exciting returns and adjustments too. Injuries have sidelined key players before, but now Andrew Kellaway and Dylan Peach are back in the back three, the speedy positions on the wings and fullback that chase kicks and create try-scoring opportunities. Speedster Corey Toole regains the right wing spot, swapping out Filippo Dogunu, who moves to the reserves. In the centers, where players handle passing and defense in the midfield, it's a fresh pairing. Hunter Paisami and Josh Fluke take over from the rested Joseph Akuso Swaliai and Len Ikita, who has departed for England to join Exeter Chiefs. Imagine the centers as the midfield maestros coordinating attacks. Replacing them with new faces could test the team's synergy, but it also gives untried combinations a chance to shine. Notably, there's no room on the bench for fly-half Carter Gordon, who was only just reinstated to the squad after his quick transition back from Rugby League, NRL. Instead, Hamish Stewart will provide cover at fly-half and in the centers, with loosehead prop Aidan Ross also among the substitutes. And here's a point that's sure to spark debate. Ross, born in Australia, but having represented New Zealand in one 2022 test as an All Black, will become the 5th player in history to don the jerseys of both the Wallabies and All Blacks when he enters the fray to replace Angus Bell. Rugby Australia highlighted this unique milestone, but does it raise eyebrows about player loyalties or just celebrate the global nature of the sport? It's a controversial crossover in a game where national allegiances run deep. As for the team lineup, here's the starting 15, Angus Bell at loosehead prop, Josh Nasser at hooker, Zane Nongor at tighthead prop, Jeremy Williams and Lahan Salakailoto in the second row locks, Nick Champion de Crespigny at blindside flanker and captain, Carlo Tizzano at openside flanker, Rob Valiani at number 8, Jake Gordon at scrum half, Tane Edund at fly half, Dylan Peach at left wing, Hunter Paisami at inside center, Josh Fluke at outside center, Corey Toole at right wing, and Andrew Kellaway at fullback. On the bench, Billy Pollard, Aidan Ross, Tom Robertson, Josh Canham, Harry Wilson, Ryan Lonergan, Hamish Stewart, and Filippo Dogunu. Schmidt himself is upbeat, noting how the squad has settled into Tokyo's environment. The players have acclimatized well here in Tokyo, and the whole squad is conscious of the threat the Brave Blossoms pose, he said. They play hard and fast and are very tough to beat, especially at home. This setup acknowledges Japan's strength. Think of them as a formidable underdog team known for their disciplined, high-energy style that makes them dangerous hosts. To wrap it up, these bold selections could refresh the Wallabies for upcoming challenges, but critics might argue it's risky to experiment against a tough opponent. What do you think? Is resting veterans a smart rotation tactic to avoid burnout, or does it undermine the team's chances in a meaningful test? Could the rookie captaincy inspire young talent, or is it too much pressure for a newcomer? And what about that dual international anomaly? Does it diminish the spirit of national pride? I'd love to hear your opinions. Agree, disagree, or share your own takes in the comments below.